welcome to Warriors TV. Tonight we are talking with Blackburn Hawks coach Dominic Osman. First of all, Dominic, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
How did you feel the game went for your side?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think that the score reflected the way that we played tonight. I feel like Whitley got a lot of bounces, and we had quite a few chances that we probably could have put away. But I'm not going to take any credit away from them. They're a good team. They know how to play in their building, and they got a lot of experience. So as hard as they play too, we got caught out a few times. There were a few mistakes that we need to address. I'm not saying all of them were great, just lucky bounces, but we got beat tonight, which is a good thing because the guys did everything they could. So.
Yeah, we said much the same in commentary really that the scoreline was a bit harsh on the Hawks, and you battled hard for a lot of it. You kept the game quite close, right, until towards the end of that second period.
Yeah,
2-1 and back to 3-2.
I think we just kind of. I think we kind of lulled ourselves to sleep almost. I think we could have done a little bit better battling and getting the puck out. In a rink like this, I mean, I haven't seen a rink like this for a long time. It's hard to go in and play in a rink like this. I know from being a player, so I know it wasn't going to be easy on the guys. So when you're talking to them, you just want to try and keep it as simple as possible. But unfortunately, we just made it a little bit hard for ourselves tonight. Whitley's a good team, and they will capitalize when you're stuck in your zone for spells at a time. And like I said, that's where we were. That's where I think we gave up most of it. Is we did give them more than I feel like they deserved because I felt that we played pretty hard. I felt that we gave the effort, and the guys are doing everything they can. So
yeah, and I'm talking to you before the game. You said it's a proper old bar.
Yeah.
And you're right. How difficult then is it for your players to adapt because they use so much larger ice surfaces?
Yeah, it's. I think it looks almost as long, but it's very narrow. And I think it's more or less how Whitley played it. There's two plays that they absolutely love to run, and it was pretty evident within the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh wow, okay, so we have to adjust to that. And I thought we played well with it in the first, obviously, and then in the second we adjusted, and then in the third I think we just kind of got away from. Like I said, we tired ourselves out. We gave them more energy because they were able to make the change while we were hemmed in our zone because we didn't get the puck out the first time. We maybe didn't make the smart decision the second time just to ice it, and take a breath, regroup. So these are all things that we're trying to learn, but we have a very young hockey team. And a lot of these guys are just starting to understand how to play, especially against senior guys like this. I mean, it's a couple older guys out there that know what they're doing and very, very experienced hockey players. And, we had a 16 and 17-year-old on D tonight. We were doing a tremendous job. We have another 19-year-old defenseman out there. We're missing Mayo tonight. Mayo's a big part of our D core. So, like I said, we're working on it. And the guys are, like I said, they're just, they're doing the best they can, but we're just not there yet. And we knew it was going to be a long road. When we decided to go down this route, this direction, we know it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. People keep saying, well, how long do you think it's going to take? Well, I don't know. I don't. It can take a year, it can take 2 years, 3 years. I have no idea. You'd like to hope that we start to see the score lines improving, obviously, the record's improving, but we're already seeing a massive improvement from this time we stepped on the ice in the beginning of the season until now. They are buying in. They are starting to learn. They are starting to understand. So, it's already working. It's already in progress. So.
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, I guess there's still positives to take from this, and as you say, the players can still learn from this.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we're working on, and like we talked about, but I'm still learning too. There's times where maybe I could have held off on sending a couple guys out when I thought their confidence might have dropped a little bit, and but that's me being stubborn. Like, just get back out there, just what I mean. So, but that's where our inexperience does show, and it's just because the guys are young, and a lot of them it's the first time that they're getting a lot of ice at this level, and we might have a couple bodies coming back, hopefully next week, if not definitely in December, where we can start getting these guys down and playing games in the NHL too, but training with us in the NHL 1, then getting a few shifts with us a game, not having to put them out there every other shift to count on them, because that's not the whole point. We weren't. When we talked to these guys, they weren't supposed to be those guys that you have to count on. We lost Pullett to Hull, which is a great thing because he moved up, so we moved him on. we were supposed to have Kent for a while. He's a little bit further along than a couple of our younger guys that we brought through, and he's doing a great job with Hull because they're a bit short bodies, short imports, but they're starting to get healthy again. We might get them back. We missed Pierce tonight again, another guy who's a little bit further along. So when we get those guys back, I think what we can start to do is start filtering those other guys down to get some playing time. Bring these other guys in, count on them a little bit more, but they're still young too. You're talking about 18, 19-year-olds coming in. So, but like I said, it's going well.
Like you say, there's no timeline in terms of time it takes for a rebuild, but is there any sort of target you have set for the season?
To be honest with you, we haven't really set a target because I think after Whitley, this is the last team that we've seen through the league. I think we played everybody else now. And you can see that we just, all we want from the guys is complete effort. That's all. And that's what we told them from the start. Blackburn, it's a great place to play. We get a load of fans, and I don't think it's necessarily because you're winning or losing, but it's the effort level that they're putting in. And we are pulling teams close. I mean, we went in, we were up 2-1 going into the third against Solway in Solway. But like I said, I feel tonight we should have been a lot closer. I think we could have been about 3-3, 4-4 going into the third. Possibly even at the end of the third. But like I said, it's going to take time. I don't know if we've necessarily, like I said, set any goals for what we want to do, but we want to beat the teams around us. We want to beat the younger teams that are similar to us, the Nottinghams, the Sheffields, the D-side, the Widnes. We came close. Could have been anybody's game last week. It's going to be a battle against them. I feel we should have beat Solihull twice. We didn't get the puck luck, and our little bit of inexperience cost us. We've pulled Billingham close a couple times, going into the third, then just kind of losing it. But it's hard to set goals when you just don't know what we're capable of yet. But I can tell you now that the guys are going to become pretty capable a lot faster than I think it was going to take.
Before we go, next weekend the two sides meet again, this time in Blackburn. So what's your thoughts ahead of that?
Well, we're not looking too far ahead of a Saturday. We have Widnes on Saturday night, so it's going to flip-flop. So obviously you guys played last night and then came in and played. So, but the good thing is for us, we have 2 home games next weekend. And I say 2 home games, but for a lot of the guys, they travel to Blackburn. So we've got guys all over the place, so it's going to be almost like 2 road games. But it's a good thing because we have a couple guys staying in a hotel. The team's great. They'll help us out with that and make sure the guys are ready and stuff like that. And that's another great thing about playing with in Blackburn is they're doing the right things to help us. And and I can't thank them enough for the support that they're on behalf of myself and the players that they're allowing us to do go down the development route, which we have done. So I'm not really looking past Widnes next weekend, but I just hope that we can play with the effort that we did tonight. And in our rink, I feel like maybe we might have a little bit more luck.
Yeah, well, it's a rink that often really have struggled at, so that's promising for you guys.
Let's hope.
For sure.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thank you for talking.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.